Hey there, my name is James. How are you doing today? Um, I think, like I said the last time, I'm really beginning to enjoy this time with you when I share from what I know. Um, just about a year ago, I wouldn't have been able to do this. But today, look at me. And this is who I am. I am air. I give people a reason to live, love, and breathe. I am light. I bring clarity and understanding. I'm unconditional love. I love because it's who I am. And I'm an example on earth that God exists. Yes. What do? I'm a life giver and a kingmaker. And I'm so excited to be here today to share. Today I want to talk about goals and how to some steps to take to achieving your goals. Some people say the ultimate guide to a goal, to achieving your goals. I don't know if there's an ultimate guide, but I know there are guides, okay? Because I believe that my way is a way, not the way. Okay? And so your way is also a way. So would I then say my way is the ultimate guide? Maybe not. Because you might have your ultimate guide. But I just want to share mine, and then you decide whether you want to use mine or not. And maybe yours isn't serving you, maybe mine will. So why not try it out? And vice versa. Maybe there's something I'm not doing that you can do or teach me, then I follow your way. Okay? So I'm not an expert in goals or expert in achieving your dreams, but I have achieved a lot of my dreams that I have actively put out, and that's why I'm able to share this. If it didn't happen to me, I would not be here talking about it. So it happened to me, and here I am, and I'm able to share some of my own stories with you. So these are some of the things that I'll say. Step one, have a goal. Yeah. Did you see that coming? I'm sure you did. Have a goal. And it's not a goal to just say, oh, I have a goal. Oh, I want to be rich. Oh, no. What does I want to be rich mean? What does it mean? Yes. Get a goal and be specific about the goal. So I want to be rich, okay? Which then means I want to have $200,000 every month, which then makes me a millionaire by the end of the year. These are the roles or the jobs or the things that I want to do to be able to achieve it. These are the skills that I need to acquire to be able to achieve it. Become specific. I always use this example to people, and two examples. The first one is, imagine there's a genie standing by your side, rubbing his hands and saying, your wish is my command. Just imagine that. And as you say, your wish is my command, you say, I want to work more I want to earn more, work less and earn more. And the genie is still rubbing his hands and he's saying, okay, your wish is my command, because you haven't given it any commands. Because what does work less mean? How many hours do you work now? Do you work 30 hours, 50 hours? Would less mean 49 hours? Or would less mean 30 hours? Cut it down from 50 to 30. Would earning more mean how much you earn now? So maybe you earn $1,000. Would earning more then mean $3,000 working 30 hours a month? Now the genie is saying, okay, your wish is granted. Because now you have asked for something tangible, something that, it can grant. It's like saying, what do you want to eat? And you say, anything. What does anything mean? Anything means nothing. So, it's as easy as that. The more specific you are, the more you will get things clear. Now, let's imagine a ship going on a journey with no captain in it. It has no destination. What is likely going to happen to that ship. What will happen to that ship is what will happen to you if you don't have a specific goal. Now, the truth is that you don't need to know how you're going to achieve the goal. You don't. You just need to know the goal. Because it's the law of the universe is ask and you shall receive. It's a law. Doesn't matter who is doing the asking. But if you ask, you will receive, whether negative or positive. Whether things that serve you or things that don't serve you, you will receive. So what are you going to ask for? What are you going to create? What goals are you going to say you want? Not the goals that you know how to achieve, because those ones don't even inspire you. And they're called type A goals or A-type goals. They don't inspire you, because I know if I call my uncle and I call my auntie, I'll achieve it. So you're not even going to be moved. Neither would you be moved if you think you know how to achieve it. Oh, so I think if I call, you're not going to, but I don't know how I'm going to achieve this, but this I'm going to achieve. You will throw in your heart into it, and it has no choice but to come. No choice. So the first step is have a specific goal. Have a goal that you're working towards. The next step is attitude. You must have the right attitude. I've seen people and how sometimes they treat, they go into restaurants, the waiters, or the security guards, or their house staff, or their office staff, and they speak so terribly to them. You can't go so far with a bad attitude. You can't. You need a good attitude to be able, really, to be able to achieve and go as far and high as possible. You really need it, because then people will even keep rooting for you to stay high up there, rather than those who are looking forward to you falling down to meet them where they are. So you really need the right attitude. You know, are you always smiling or always frowning? Are you always so touchy? You know, when people say hello to you, do you respond? When you walk into a place, do you say hello to people? Are you really concerned about the well-being of people? When your colleagues or your staff don't come to work, are you shouting at them and calling them and threatening them with surcharges and all kinds of things? Or are you calling and asking, is everything okay? I know you'll say, well, I'm not their mother. Maybe not. But with the right attitude, people feel connected with you and connected to you. And they'll do everything to make sure that what they're doing with you succeeds. So when you want to achieve your goal, you need people. You can't do it by yourself. And if your attitude stinks, you're hardly going to find the right people work with you. But if your attitude is right, then you're on the path of achieving your goal. The third one is think. Use your mind. Think with a purpose. You know, come up with fresh ideas. We hardly use our brains. And I'm sure a lot of us know that. And statistics say that we probably only use maybe 5 or 6% of our brains. So we don't really think. We don't think of new ideas. We're either following the crowd or following someone else's dreams. But imagine if you every day spent 30 minutes to 1 hour with a new sheet of paper, writing your goals on top of it with the right attitude, with a smile and the optimism and the opportunity to create rather than compete. And you write your goal down on a sheet of paper, and then you say to yourself, I want to write down 20 or 30 or 10 things that can make me better at the role that I'm serving at right now, whether working for somebody or working for yourself. And you're using your brain every day. Imagine if you do 1 hour every day, that 1 hour on Instagram and Facebook, looking on other people's pages. Use that same 1 hour out of the 24 hours or 16 waking hours, for example, that you have. And think about how you're going to achieve this goal and achieve it so well. How you must succeed at achieving this goal, because the more you think about the goal, the more you stay in that place, and the more the vibration keeps flowing. And so things will come your way. People will come your way. Ideas will come your way. Do it every day. The fourth one is cause and effect. Your reward, is equals to the contribution and the service that you give. So what value are you giving? What value are you giving or adding to other people? Because your reward is equals to that. So if you're looking at money, you're not able to make what you're earning right now, you're not happy with what you're earning. You need to look at the value that you're giving out and the service that you're giving out. Because as you sow, so you shall reap. That's another law. As you sow, so you shall reap. So if you sow a nonchalant attitude towards what your goals, that's what you're going to reap. But if you sow a non-negotiable attitude, no matter what, I'm going to succeed at this thing, then that's what you're going to reap. The next one is truth. Be honest with yourself. Tell yourself the truth so that you can tell other people the truth. Okay? It's so important. Tell the truth to yourself. Tell the truth about yourself to other people. Tell the truth about other people to other people. It even gives you a free heart. So you look at yourself, and it's not to say, oh, tell your truth about your practical life. This is what I'm going through right now. And so I must be honest with myself that I'm poor. No. But tell yourself the truth. And the truth is that you are God's creation, highest form of creation. And so what God could do, you can do too. What God could do, you can do too. Yes. So tell yourself that truth. Be honest with yourself every day. The next one is research and development. If you stop growing, you start thinking. You think you stay in the same level. No, it's almost like you're going backwards. Any water that you leave in a bowl and you leave it there, it starts to stink after a while. And that's what happens to stagnant growth. And you don't want that for yourself. You want to keep researching how you can be better, how you can do things differently, what your industry needs, how you can bring it to the industry, how you can be a master at what you're doing, how it is impossible for people to replace you. Yes. And you keep developing yourself. You'll be a student for life. So you find somebody who's doing what you're doing, you want them to mentor you, you jump on their course. And it makes life easier for you. And they're able to collapse their 20 years, 30 years, 40 years into one course for you to help you achieve that goal that you want to achieve. Then your environment. Who are the people around you? Your community. Once again, you are a sum total of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. You remember that saying, show me your friends and I'll tell you who you are? Or the saying, if you have 4 foolish friends, you'll be the 5th one. But if you have 4 wise friends, you'll be the 5th one also. So who are you spending time with? Who are you spending time with? It's so important. Are you spending time with people who drain you, take away from you? Or are you spending time with people who give to you and enable you and empower you and fuel you and encourage you to keep going? It's up to you. It's up to you. Only you can choose and decide. And that's the truth. Because you are what you think you are. And so you would also be, if you spend time with people who think you're a failure, you will think you're a failure also. And you will fail. And it's not a curse. It just is what it is. But if you spend time with people who succeed, you will succeed. Yes, you will succeed. It's guaranteed that you will succeed. So once again, have a goal. Your attitude has to be right. Think, use your mind and think, come up with new ideas. Your rewards is equal to the contribution and the service you give, because as you sow, so shall you reap. Truth. Tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself the truth. Go back and remind yourself of who you are. Do a lot of research and development. Keep developing. I tell people I'm a student for life. And that's how you should stay eager to learn, looking for insights everywhere, not agreements. Everywhere you go to, look for insights and not agreements. And finally, your community. Who are you spending time with? Are they people that are filling you up, or are they people that drain you? I think if you add all these 7 things together, you'll be able to achieve your goals that you set out to achieve. Once again, my name is Adeola. Have a wonderful evening.